And good morning, everyone. It's 7 o'clock. Getting us started on this good old Wednesday. Happy hump day. It's a nice, quiet start to the day. Have you been outside yet? Feels pretty good outside this morning. Temperatures are a little bit more mild thanks to a bit of a breeze that we've been hanging out with during the overnight hours. So we're going to be talking about that. The wind's not going to be with us all day. We do have a cold front on the way. That's going to spill in rain showers on Friday. But this cold front's not necessarily going to bring us a lot of cold air back behind the system. It's just going to bring us the rain showers on Friday morning, but it's not going to be an all-day washout. I do want to share an awesome time-lapse with you. This is from KMNV. This is from yesterday. Had quite a bit of thick frost out there yesterday morning. A little bit in some locations, a ton of frost hanging out with us to get the day started, but a gorgeous day yesterday. Turned out to be beautiful. A little bit on the breezy side. Saw tons of sunshine. Not a cloud in the sky all day long. Look at that. And a beautiful sunset around East Tennessee yesterday evening. And speaking of which, we actually did make it to 53 degrees yesterday. So 51 in Crossville, 57 in Chattanooga, and Tri-Cities even made it to 50 degrees. So nice, warmer and above, just a little bit above average, but the above average weather will continue. As you step outside here this morning, live look at the T-Dot cameras. We've got an incident there at 40 and Watt Road, something to kind of keep in mind if you are going to be traveling right around Watt Road this morning. Other than that, Hall of Fame also down around 40, and exit 402 is doing just fine as well as West Hills, and also down along Alcoa Highway. So everything's running smoothly this morning, but it is Wednesday. Here we go, my friends.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her shower.
Oh, good old Debbie can take her shower. Happy hump day again, my friends. I don't even have the camel up behind me. I need to get the camel behind me. There we go. Camel's behind me. Sorry about that, Kimberly. Here's your weather headlines. Sunny and breezy. Warmer weather expected throughout the day today. Scattered rain showers possible on Thursday. Not a ton of rain expected, but it's ahead of our main cold front that comes through on Friday, bringing us the showers as we head through the day on Friday. And then high pressure builds in as we get into the weekend. And a beautiful warming trend is on the way. A nice weekend is ahead of us this weekend. All right, so getting you out the door here this morning, temperatures are hovering in the 30s and even 40s. So a couple areas of frost developing up near Tri-Cities and Rogersville, La Follette. Tazewell probably has a little bit of frost. So we are close enough to the freezing mark in some locations that frost can't be ruled out. It's just not going to be nearly as thick as it was yesterday, thanks to the elevated temperatures, which is also thanks to the wind. The wind's been hanging out with us here this morning. And that's going to be the case here throughout the day today, kind of like yesterday, a little breezy, a little gusty at times, but nothing really to write home about. Could be a good kite flying day with warmer weather on the way. There you go, Cheryl. Yeah, happy hump day to you. There we go. How'd the ultrasound go? I do have a photo, I think, to share with everyone. If Kristen wants us to do it. Krista wants us to do it. Whose birthday is it? Happy birthday. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Kathy. Are you working today? You know, I talked about you all yesterday. I said yesterday was going to be a good kite flying day. Today's going to be a good kite flying day. If you're looking for a kite, your one-stop shop for amazing kites would be Hobbytown. Go check out Hobbytown over in the Turkey Creek area. All right, so good kite flying day here ahead of us today. Temperature-wise, it's going to be feeling great. Lunchtime temps are in the 50s. That's going to be nice. That's even above average for our high temperatures for this time of the year. And our highs today will climb to nearly 10 degrees above average. So a warmer day ahead of us today, and that's going to make for a nice evening. So if you have evening plans here tonight, temperatures drop into the 40s and 50s. All right, let's talk about our next rainmaker. It arrives as we head through the day tomorrow. Not expecting a lot of rain tomorrow. I think it's really going to be Friday mornings, but rain starts to increase tomorrow night, and into Friday morning. That weather, the rain's not going to last all day Friday. It's probably going to last through about 10 to maybe noonish. And then I think it's going to exit throughout our Friday afternoon, Friday evening. I have a 20% chance of rain on Friday night, only for the fact that we'll see some wraparound moisture. Let me explain. We'll just we'll keep it on the local level right now since we're close enough to the event. When we're far enough away, I like to show you the big picture, the synoptic scale, to kind of give you an idea of how this is all progressing. But when we're close enough, might as well keep it on a local scale. But anyways, forecast low temperatures tonight drop down into near freezing. So we'll likely have a little bit of frost, but I don't think a ton. The clouds will be on the increase, so we'll see high clouds throughout the day today. You'll probably notice a few more jet contrails today, especially by the end of the day. and maybe even some high clouds giving us a nice sunset possibly tonight. Should have a nice sunrise if the clouds aren't too thick tomorrow morning, but the clouds are likely to thicken up. Here comes our warm front. It's going to spill in some scattered light rain showers. But it's not going to be an all-day washout. Not everyone's necessarily going to get the rain. That's why I have about a 30% chance of rain tomorrow. That comes through. Then tomorrow evening should be nice. So if you have evening plans tomorrow night, should be just fine. Should be quiet and dry. So temperatures tomorrow top out back in the mid to upper 50s. So we're going to still trend about 10 degrees above average. So there we go. So Katrina's liking that. Liking the warm weather, she says. Liking the little warm up. Yeah, 10 degrees above average. I mean, listen, that's why we have 30-year averages. We get the Arctic air, lasts for a month, and then we warm up and we're above average. Everything kind of averages out, you know? All right, so as we get past about midnight tomorrow night, here comes our cold front. Heavy rain, moderate to heavy rain anyways, early Friday morning. So it's probably going to be a slow-going and soggy Friday morning commute, and then it exits pretty quickly. And we don't cool off. It'll be breezy back behind it, but you can see the winds are still out of the southwest. We don't get a strong northwesterly flow, so therefore it's going to stay elevated temperature-wise. Rainfall amounts, great news. This is beneficial rain, drought-helping rain. Not drought-busting rain, but drought-helping rain. We'll pick up anywhere from about a quarter to 3/4 of an inch of rain, generally speaking, about a half an inch, give or take, on either side. And again, like I said, we are still in a drought, believe it or not. So, I mean, I would assume that you probably knew that. But anyways, the drought from the fall months has lingered into the winter months. And the snowfall that we've seen has not helped any. But we'll get into that convective rain and we'll get rid of this drought pretty quickly. Once we get into the spring months, that's when we typically get our wettest months are now heading into springtime, thanks to convective showers, i.e. thunderstorms, that are going to be rolling our way. And by the way, this next cold front is going to produce maybe even some severe storms across the deep south. So here we go. And that's why I always say and stress, if you're joining us on Facebook, hit great. You can always get weather updated on Facebook all the time. But downloading the East Tennessee Weather app will give you notifications when storms are approaching as we get into the spring months. And so that's going to be a beneficial tool come springtime when thunderstorms become strong or severe. All right, temperature-wise, we're going to be trending above average, 50s and 60s. So 10 to 15 degrees above average over the next 7 days. Great. And this trend may continue all the way through the first 2 weeks of February. Now, this is not saying how far above average. This is just saying the probabilities that will be above average. So when you go back to the previous one, see how the darker shades of reds, that's higher probabilities. Doesn't say it's going to be extremely above average there. It just says better chance of above average temperatures. And then that darker shades of reds fades away, but we're still likely to stay above average for the next 7 days. So here's your 7-day forecast. You can see that we're going to stay great from Knoxville to Chattanooga, Crossville to Tri-Cities. Beautiful weather. It's about that time that we're going to have to get working with some iced coffee in the morning. You know, we'll get into the summer months. And we'll be like, okay, it's iced coffee time. Oh, what's up, Linda? How are you this morning? Good morning. She says, have a great Wednesday. Sharon, how are you this morning? Have a great Wednesday to you as well. Pat's joining us. Love in the 50s. Wasn't a fan of the Arctic temps, she says. Good morning to all, says Layla. How are you? Katrina says, the app is awesome. The app is awesome, especially during inclement weather and severe weather. It will send you push notifications when lightning's within 15 miles. So if you guys have kids, you're out at the ball fields, and the ref's not calling the game, and you're like, listen, ref, lightning's within 15 miles away. We need to get off this field. And then it takes you, if you click on it, it takes you to the interactive radar, and then it gives you a future cast of 2 hours to kind of see how the storms are progressing. So again, we'll talk more about that when we really need to during severe storms. And you can get your 1 Minute with Witcher. I've had a lot of people reach out. I was wondering how many people were actually watching 1 Minute with Witcher, but actually quite a few people are. So but a lot of people like the shortened version of your daily forecast weather updates. If you don't want an extended long version, you go to check out 1 Minute with Witcher. You still get everything you need to know. It's just you get it in less than a minute, typically. And I post 1 Minute with Witcher on stories, too, for Facebook, just to kind of give you an idea of where I post everything if you're not aware. So there's multiple different ways to get your forecast. But the East Tennessee Weather app, especially when you go on vacation, summer vacations, spring vacations, it travels wherever you go in the country, too. And so it'll keep you up to date on everything going on here locally and from afar when you are from afar. A star from afar. It's like it's what we've done, the star from afar. It's the same idea as the elf on a shelf. It just uses the star of, the star and a manger and not an elf. Anyways. All right, it's 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. We've got some great views around town here to check out. And I want to show you this next, the sunrise once again. This is from KMNV, Monroe County. You can catch these live weather cameras, by the way, with the East Tennessee Weather app, YouTube, or online at eastTNweather.com. They weren't linked. They are relinked, so they're back up online. Sometimes they go offline. It depends on the internet connection that we have with where the cameras are. But either way you slice it and dice it, my friends, is time to check on today's national holidays. And I'm a little disappointed today. We don't have a ton of holidays today. We only have 3. And we don't even have 3. We technically have 2, but of course we're celebrating birthdays. Kathy's birthday. So again, happy birthday to Kathy. Yeah, enjoy your day. Have a great day. Make it the best day. So we're celebrating birthdays and events. If you ever know of any events going on in your community, fire away. Put them on the chat. Let us know what's going on so we can pass it along to everybody else. There we go. So celebrating birthdays and events. We're also celebrating National Corn Chip Day. What would we do without the corn chips and salsa and guacamole at Mexican restaurants? I don't know about you. I think it's hilarious. So there's like a social media thing going on. It was anyways. Saying, when you go to a Mexican restaurant, you typically could mow down a whole thing of chips and salsa and guacamole, not even think twice, right? But if you actually take all those chips and piece them together and 4 chips equals the size of a tortilla, and then you lay down how many tortillas you would actually eat if you ate all those chips, it's mind-blowing. Nobody would sit down and eat that many tortillas. But yet somehow, some way, we can mow down a whole basket of chips and salsa. It's also National Puzzle Day. Anybody like puzzles? We like puzzles. Funny story, actually, back at my first TV job, I did it in college too, but at my first TV job, I really did it. But I set out a puzzle table at the front entrance of my door. Now, I didn't live in a big house or anything like that. It was a really small house, but it was really cool because anytime anybody ever came over to the house, for probably about 10 to 15 minutes, they would sit down and put the part of the puzzle together. And that's the whole point of it. That's why I was at the front door. Come in, they would put the puzzle together, put a few pieces together. Then they would come say hi to everybody else. It was kind of funny, but it was kind of cool. It's kind of a cool little thing. So anyways, it's National Puzzle Day if you like puzzles. That's all we have today. That's all we have today? I guess so, but let's go ahead and I guess we'll take it back out to Orange Hat Brewing once this camera starts loading up. But only 3 holidays. All right, we'll take it back out to Orange Hat Brewing in Hardin Valley. That's a live look there. Looking off to the north and west. So we always get good sunsets from Orange Hat. It looks like it's a little frozen. Oh, there we go. It's caught up now. So, Kathy, what are you going to do for your birthday today? You going to do anything fun or are you working? Are you working? What's up, Chris? Holy cow, I'm awake when you're live. Grab a cup of coffee, Chris. How are you this morning? What's up, Aaron? Aaron's joining us as well. Yes, Kimberly, we can dance. We can dance if you want to. Let's see. Let's see if Krista says she has sent it in. I'm going to have to load this up here real quick. See if I'm not quite sure if you sent it through the app itself, but we're going to find out, Krista. She put it on the good old Facebook, I think, or email. Maybe you emailed it to me. I was going to try to get it for you, but I don't know where you sent it, Krista. I know I'd seen it somewhere, but the ultrasound. Anyways, an ultrasound. Katrina loves puzzles. Andrew got a huge puzzle keeper for Christmas. We work puzzles like crazy. Big puzzles. They're always fun. Your dad and you used to work puzzles together. It was fun. You're working from home today, are you? But you got to work on your birthday. Are you going to do anything special for dinner? Going to go out to dinner tonight? Do you have any traditions for your birthday? we typically let whoever's birthday it is to pick out whatever restaurant they want to go to. It doesn't matter, typically. Well, Kathy, I hope you have a great day today. I like brain buster puzzles. What's up, Nathan? How are you this morning? You sent it on the good old Facebook. Well, I'll see if I can't find it real quick on Facebook. I might be able to briefly, and we won't spend too much time on it. But there's not much to talk about. There it is. All right, here you go, everybody. Here is Krista's ultrasound. Yay, Krista! You know, I never can read those things. You look at them, you're like, yeah, there's something in there. Maybe there's a baby in there somewhere. Congratulations, Krista. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's all the photos. I haven't gotten any new photos through Witcher's Pictures. So we've just had some sunset photos, but we'll get some new photos. What's up? How are you? I got your email. We'll respond. We'll get that all set up, Kayla. Trying to get some school visits set up for the year. Again, let's see. Time lapse. Yep, just great stuff. I guess that's about all we have this morning. So I guess we're going to wrap things up here. It's 7:16 anyways. Don't need to waste a bunch of your time. This is not scheduled TV, but we like to have a lot of fun, don't we? Anyways, thanks for joining me for Wake Up with Witcher here on this Wednesday morning hump day. Say good morning to the camel, Mr. Ed over there. And thanks to Ed Rupp for joining us on Wednesday, hump day, every day. It's always a pleasure to have him. Traffic's running pretty smoothly this morning. Remember, we got some issues over there off of Watt Road and Interstate 40. Something to kind of keep in mind if you travel Watt Road and Interstate 40 here this morning. Other than that, if you missed the forecast, I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. You get to morning forecast from the get-go. But again, we are broadcasting this morning, again, in the style of the 24-hour weather forecast. This is what it looks like. This is what you can put up in your office buildings, in your waiting rooms. If you have multiple TVs and you own a restaurant or a business, throw East Tennessee weather up on your monitors. I promise you, I'm up in several locations around East Tennessee. This is what folks will get. They'll even get the live broadcast, even if they're in the waiting room this morning. They get to join us for the live broadcast. Maybe they'll jump on Facebook and actually, populate a little bit more. But again, it's all weather all the time for us here in East Tennessee. So if you do put this up in your establishment, hit me up. Send me an email. Let me know so I can come out and highlight your establishment, your business, saying, hey, we're partnering up. We're working together to provide weather information for people of East Tennessee. And not everyone just wants to sit there and watch HGTV in silence. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, let me know. Also, with your weather watchers, there are storm spotter classes coming up. So if you're interested in becoming a storm spotter with the National Weather Service, let's see. We do probably have one coming up soon. Let me see if I can't find the information here real quick, because I know we have them coming up quite a bit. And we do. Here we go. So we have today's January 29th. So our next severe weather storm spotter program would be in Hamilton County. That would be February 4th. And we have Anderson County February 10th, Scott County February 13th, Hamlin February 27th, and so on and so forth. You can find out more information on the National Weather Service's website. Just search NWS space MRX. MWS MRX, and that will get you to the National Weather Service site, but I'll be posting these as we progress forward. And if you become a storm spotter with the National Weather Service, don't forget that you can always become a storm spotter for East Tennessee weather. We're called the Witcher's Weather Watchers. That's what we're called. Kind of weird, but it's fun. We got a good group of people. You get a free t-shirt and a hat, so if you're interested in that, hit me up as well. Email me for any questions, mike@eastTNweather.com. Also, if you're looking for advertising, hit me up, mike@eastTNweather.com. I've got stuff for school visits on my website, eastTNweather.com as well. So check that out if you're looking for advertising or just want to get a hold of me. I've got links on the website. All right, we're digital all the time, my friends. Thanks for joining us. Me solely by myself, for East Tennessee weather here this morning. We sure hope you have a great day. Forecast is coming up in just a few minutes.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
Good morning. Thanks for checking in with your morning weather update on this 29th day of January, 2025. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Warmer weather on the way. Another good kite flying day today, at least in the early morning hours as the wind's going to start to pick up throughout the area. But abundant sunshine, a little bit of frost, but not nearly as much frost as we saw yesterday. thanks to elevated temperatures. Now, yesterday, speaking of which, we actually made it into the 50s. So we were trending above average yesterday, and that trend's going to continue here throughout the next several days. A really nice weather pattern sets up shop. So your weather headlines: a breezy, sunny, and warmer day ahead of us today. A few scattered showers possible on Thursday. Ahead of our main cold front. The cold front comes through on Friday, bringing us rain showers for the first part of our day. And then high pressure builds in with some warmer weather as we get into the upcoming weekend. Even though we got a cold front coming on through the area, it's not going to really cool us down whatsoever here this weekend. So 6 o'clock this morning, we've had observations in the 30s and 40s, so not a lot of frost developing. Thanks to the breeze, the wind. The wind's going to keep our temperatures elevated during the early morning hours. So we've got a little bit of a breeze here. Winds will start to relax as we get into the evening hours, and they'll relax through the overnight hours tonight, but will likely pick back up as this cold front swings on into the area. Lunchtime temperature is going to be great. We're going to be in the 50s. Forecast high temps will top out in the upper 50s, so we're going to be trending about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, and that's going to make for a nice evening tonight. We'll drop down to about 46 degrees if you're still out and about running errands right around 8 o'clock here tonight. All right, let's talk about our next rainmaker. It starts to move in throughout the day tomorrow. It sets up shop, starts to push a warm front through. Then night and for the first part of our Friday, it's not going to be all day, but everybody's getting some good beneficial rainfall. Let's go ahead and walk you through that forecast, okay? So overnight lows tonight drop down into the 30s. We'll start off with probably quite a bit of sunshine, some high-level clouds. Cloud deck's going to thicken up throughout the day. Here comes our warm front. Warm front's going to slide its way from southwest to northeast, and that's going to spark off a couple of light showers. Can't rule that out, so I've got about a 20-30% chance for some rain showers on Thursday. The bulk of the rain, though, comes through into our Friday morning. So we'll see a little break in that activity as we get into our Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. High temperatures on Thursday staying elevated, about 10 degrees above average. We'll be in the 50s, so that's going to feel nice. Here comes our cold fronts. It's going to spill into rain showers. That's going to make for a soggy start to our Friday morning. There's Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning. Cold front sliding its way on through the area. It's not going to last all day. As we get into the lunch hour, the cold front's gone, the rain's gone, and we'll see some gradual clearing. I think we're going to see some sunshine Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, and then, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and then the backside of this system, I think we'll see a little wraparound moisture in the form of some cloud coverage. As I mentioned, beneficial rainfall. We're likely to pick up anywhere from about a half an inch to pockets of 1 inch of rain, so looking at a good rainfall, which is what we need because, as I mentioned yesterday, let's keep talking about it. The drought continues around East Tennessee with abnormally dry conditions, a moderate, severe, and yes, even an extreme drought across parts of Dayton, Spring City, Pikeville, Crossville, Rockwood, and Wartburg. So, again, those counties are in an extreme drought. We need the moisture terribly bad. How about this? Above average weather is on the way. This is going to be so nice. It's going to feel great. Yes, it's been a long January. But as we wrap up January and head into February, these temperatures are going to stay elevated. We're going to be trending above average. Average high is now 49 degrees for this time of the year. We're going to be in the upper 50s to low 60s, so 10 to nearly 15 degrees above average. And that trend could continue all the way through the first couple weeks of February, so per the Climate Prediction Center. So we are looking at some better weather on the way if you are a warm weather lover anyways. If you're not a warm weather lover, I get it. But listen, winter is not officially over yet. Do we see any big major shots of cold air heading our way? I don't, actually. Do we see some cool downs, maybe seasonable to slightly below average temperatures? Yeah, that's a possibility. But again, temperatures on average are going to continue to come on up. We sure hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking in with your morning weather update. I always update throughout the day at noon and 6 o'clock if you want to check back in and see what the latest forecast is as we talk about this rain. But expect rain on Friday morning. All right, have a great day. Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day part, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.